Hello and welcome. You're watching Money 9. I am Nupur Praveen. The union budget for this year, that is 2021, is out. And to reflect on the same, we have a very special guest with us. We have the founder of Agro Industries, Mr. Sushil Agarwal, to discuss on the union budget. So thank you so much for joining us on Money 9.
Thank you. Thank you, Nupur.
So my very first question would be, what is your immediate reaction to the union budget?
Nupur, this is the biggest question, first question anybody would like to answer and ask. My view is that there are two things. One is macro view, another is micro view. Macro, when people check and they understand, यार मुझे income tax relief नहीं मिला, या मुझे कुछ interest benefit नहीं मिला, so then people become very upset. That's the general reaction of people, middle class, all across section for that matter. But micro view, what is very important is, let's assume that we had this huge COVID challenge and the economy contracted badly. In spite of that, we are looking at ramping up our GDP from 27 lakh crores to 30.83 lakh crores, which means there's about 10% gross domestic GDP growth in terms of spending. And what is happening is, because of that, today government fiscal deficit, what was 3.5%, has gone to 9.8%, which is expected to come down to 6.5% next year. Now the ramification is what? इसके problem क्या है? Let's say we are so much used to saying this, हमें ना 50,000 लाख रुपया अगर जो income tax में rebate मिल जाता है तो सबको अच्छा लगता है. My take here is, English में कहते हैं, don't give fish, teach fishing. अगर जो हमें 50,000 लाख रुपए का benefit मिल गया, and you might say about 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 rupees, that is not important. What is important is government creating that kind of infrastructure whereby our gross domestic product as well as per capita income increases. For example, today our per capita income is only 5.76 lakh crores, sorry, 5.76 lakhs per annum per person in India versus 47 lakh for every human being in America. Now, my take here would be, I am not interested in income tax exemptions. I am interested in seeing, is government really spending enough to ensure that the jobs, revenues, taxes are created? Because if government is wanting to spend money, it is borrowing 12 lakh crore rupees this year to actually spend on infrastructure, out of which 5.5 lakh crore has been marked. Now, the biggest problem for government is it wants to spend, but where are the revenues? Direct taxes and non-direct taxes are not enough to fund that kind of money. So if the fiscal deficit widens, which is 9.8 crores, which is historic, which has never been the case, believe me, our country can get into a huge inflation. It can get into a tightening of many markets and so on and so forth, because funds will not be available. So my take here would be, if you look at the budget, I would say that they have tried to balance it. So maybe for a common man, it might be, नहीं यार हमें मजा नहीं आया, हमें कुछ मिला नहीं. That might be the feeling. But from an industry perspective, overall total quality of budget when you look at, probably the amount of announcement that normally FM does, they have not done. Startling announcement, something very highlighting it, announcement, which will say, oh my God, ये करने जा रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं लगा. But by and large, if you look at some major highlights, or even the previous budgets, previous calls for budgets, the chota budget that they had announced, they had actually done a lot of work then and there itself. Whether it was creating liquidity, for example, 3 lakh crore rupees worth of money to this is called ECLGS, Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, which was being given to MSME, out of which more than 2 lakh crores has been disbursed. That money has come into the liquidity. Similarly, people also have lots of funds today, so we should actually be looking at ensuring that we have enough amount of infrastructure whereby our per capita income goes up. Not the dose, not the incentives, or not the benefits that we are looking at. So I would rate that budget is very balanced and progressive budget.
Now, sir, Mr. Agarwal, you belong to the MSME sector and you are a pioneer in your field. Budget में 15,700 करोड़ रुपए MSME sector को allocate हुए हैं. Do you think, considering the background of the pandemic, this amount will help in recovering the liquidity crunch that has hit your sector?
No, I'm so sorry, Nupur, because this amount looks very, very small, minuscule, because today, at this point of time, more than 12 crore people are employed directly. in the MSME, more than 6 crore unit that we talk about self-sustaining, MSME, छोटे लोग भी हैं, ठेला चलाते हैं, वगैरह वगैरह लोग, people. Now for this to talk about 15,000 crore rupees peanuts, it's nothing, it's no money at all. ये जो नहीं भी देते, नहीं भी कहते तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I would certainly want to say that today the amount of liquidity MSME needs, what they should have done. Probably it is doable still now that they had given certain amount of moratorium. जब अपना pandemic शुरू हुआ from March to let's say July, August or so, for a couple of months they said you don't pay EMI. It's a good move. But what they did was they actually charged interest on EMI. That is not a right move. What they should have done is they should have said, okay, for let's say 4 months or 6 months, March to September or March to December, whatever money you owe to the banks, number one, you don't get EMI, so you have liquidity available. Number two, you don't even pay interest for that 6 months kind of time because banks are making enough money. They are parking their excessive funds with RBI at a repo rate of 3.35%, which is nothing. Vis-a-vis that, to the MSME, they are getting more than 10% rate of interest. So what would have happened is, जैसे मेरे पास 10 लाख रुपए था, and because I have to give out salaries and I have to also make EMI payment, my cash dried up in let's say in March, April itself, and then I have to go in. So उसके कारण क्या हुआ? बहुत सारे MSME इस समय मुश्किल में आ गए हैं, मतलब ऐसा नहीं liquidity नहीं है, and banks ने जो ECL, GS के अंदर दिया है, that is not good enough. So ये 15,000 करोड़ रुपए का कोई basis of premise नहीं है, इससे कोई फर्क पड़ने वाला नहीं है. Rather than as I said, if that moratorium can be given, even now it can be extended. Let's say from today, January or February onwards, government can say, okay, for next 6 months, you neither pay your EMI, nor you pay interest on that, but you still owe to the bank. You start paying it over a period of time. So that amount of liquidity is good enough to fund those requirements that we have.
You was talking about the MSME sector and the struggles. I would like to understand how has the last entire year been for you in the MSME sector? How have you personally dealt with it, and what have been some of the biggest, problems that you faced?
I think, Nupur, the whole country, the whole world, we had never ever thought that, all those people who riding on the wave, yes, बहुत कुछ करने वाले हैं, बहुत बड़ी growth करने वाले हैं. And what was happening was in the bank, we had a very limited fund. Let's say if I have 100 crore receivable, 100 crore payable. In the bank, there will be only 1 crore rupees, which was not good enough because monthly expenditure could be as much as 7 to 10 crore rupees. So what happened was, a lot of people, MSME especially, got caught into that web, that big problem. And because they did not have money, they actually went bankrupt. In today's time, also today, when we talk to February 1st, even now, lots of SMEs have not been able to wake up to the reality. उनका पैसा नहीं है, capital नहीं है, let's say working capital नहीं है, इसके अलावा उनके पास technology के लिए पैसा नहीं है, and people are asking material and credit, so they are not able to fund. But fortunately, for whatever reasons, because we had prepared ourselves, we were carrying a certain amount of liquidity and cash with us, we could sustain. And fortunately, after June, when the moment government opened up economy, we had this pent-up demand, and that pent-up demand gave a huge boost to the economy and the infrastructure today. That is why and how I see, right from modern to laptops to the mobile phone companies to our company to any company, most of them are actually operating at 100%. Believe me, Nupur, अगर जो वो हमारे सामने नहीं आया होता, ये pent-up demand नहीं आई होती, या इकोनॉमी एक से bolster नहीं हुई होती, तो इस समय हम भी bankrupt हो चुके होते. We had really undergone that kind of pressure, and it was a very emotional pressure because we had to think of retrenching people. We had to scale down their salaries. They were very upset. People did not know how to run the houses, and for us it was such an emotional challenge. ये सब नहीं आता किसको हाँ करे किसको ना करे, किसको बोले कि आपको छोड़ दिया गया, आपको भेज दिया गया, आप घर चले जाइएगा. And a lot of people are still laid off in the hospitality service.
Right.
My heart goes to them.
Right. So one more important thing. The government has also decided to import custom duties on all the import items. So how do you see this move considering the MSME sector?
This is a wonderful move, Nupur. Let me tell you and assure you, all those people who are watching, that at this point of time, in lots of our product category that we are importing from across the globe, we should actually impose almost about 20% custom duties on those things. 7.5% is the basic custom duty, which is standardized, of course, except for some sector. And in some cases, medical field, they have actually put in additional 5% also. But by and large, right from chargers, chargers to so on and so forth. So many small things that we get. Why do we need to import them? In case there's an impetus available, for example, now for electronic policy, government has given, there's a linking scheme where you produce locally here, you get 5% additional benefit. And that 5% was good enough not only to improve and increase and expand our production ability here in the country, even those who were actually abroad are now shifting their production base to India. Why? Because there's a certain incentive available. Similarly, this custom duty addition, whatever is doing, I'm not saying कि anti-dumping duty लगा दीजिएगा. That's a short-term measure. This custom duty increase is a good step in actually make in India, made in India, and make from India and export to the world. As an entrepreneur and as an MSME, I would certainly rate this as a very, very good move.
Lastly, Mr. Agarwal, how would you rate the Union Budget 2021, and would you say the government has played safely this time?
Yes, you're right. You said that word safely, because probably government did not want to make big budget announcements, big ticket announcements. It wanted to play a little subtle, very safe. And I think in whatever speech FM ma'am took, I did not really see that there was a factor where people are shouting, cheering, and all the thing. Of course, stock market has been really more than enough kind to sort of go up by almost 5-6%, which is really a big thing. But I certainly feel that today, when I look at the budget in totality, I would still say that there's so much of this needs to be done. For example, on health they are spending about 2.5 lakh crore rupees. Yeah, it's okay, it's a good thing because we certainly need health. For solar also, because custom duty has been increased, so naturally the wafers will be very expensive. India can be manufacturing, and similarly for various other fields. Only thing is, I strongly feel that when it comes to investment, government has target about 1.5 lakh crore rupees kind of investment, which is too low. Today, country needs foreign direct investment (FDI) in leaps and bounds, not $1-2 billion. We need hundreds of billions of dollars because जो 12 लाख करोड़ रुपए का गवर्नमेंट के रेवेन्यू रिसीप्ट में लॉसेस है, they are forced to borrow to support the expenditure that can either come through disinvestment or tax buoyancy, जैसे कि income tax और GST ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आए, या foreign direct investment that can come in, or such kind of thing. So
Right.
1.5 lakh crore rupees kind of investment is very, very low. And I think FDI also at this point of time is very low. So I would certainly like to say that it's not end. Probably it's a beginning. And I would not like to really say that this is a holistic budget. It's a complete budget. It's an interim budget kind of thing to me, as it personally looks like. Probably, maybe next year, there would be big ticket announcements, because a lot of those things which we are trying to materialize, or the government is trying to materialize, might start happening one by one, post this particular budget.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for your time and for reflecting upon the budget. Thank you so much for being on Money 9.
Thank you.
For every other budget-related query, news, discussion, conclaves, please stay tuned to Money 9. That's it from now. Thank you.
Thank you.